Hello, my loves. I hope you're having a good week and I hope you're ready for your practice this week. So get yourself ready lying down. So just allow your body to rest. If you can, with the soles of the feet together and the knees open wide. If that doesn't feel comfortable for your body, that's absolutely fine. Just lengthen out your legs or place your feet on the floor, knees to the sky. And then you just allow maybe the arms to rest out to the side, palms up, that lovely open gesture. Or we'll start to bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart space. And we just start to really ground ourselves down. So when you allow your body to rest in this space to start your practice, let your eyes just drop heavy into the back of the head. Allowing the eyelids to be soft or closed. And then just start to focus in on your breath. Breathe all the way down into the lowest part of the belly. Fill up the rib cage, fill up the chest. And then exhale, release chest, rib cage, belly. So just breathe in, feel the body expand. Breathe out. Let your body release. And just take a few moments just breathing in this way. Every breath in draws you into this moment, into the stillness within the body. And every exhale allows you to melt, allows you to release. And so you breathe. And you start to maybe soften. Soften not only the body, but the mind. Once we let go of the day, let go of what we may have to do after this practice. Allow yourself to feel the earth beneath you, the air gently touching the skin, allowing yourself to enjoy this very moment. And so you just connect in. Find softness to begin the practice. This is going to be quite a gentle practice anyway. Want to connect you with your root back down to the earth. Want to counteract the hectic January energy that floats around, telling us to do more, be more. Instead, to drop us down into the softness of winter, the relaxation of being in hibernation, resting, and how powerful that can really be. So in these last couple of moments here, just start to set any intentions that you may have for this practice or for this day. And just allow them to drop into the mind's eye. Take a long inhale. Exhale, let it go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Connect back in with your breath. And start to allow subtle movement into the body, just the fingers and the toes to begin with. And then I want you to keep your left leg as it is. We're just going to lift the right leg up and we're going to bring it into half happy baby. So you might just maybe grab back of the thigh, above the ankle, the big toe or the outer blade of the foot. This might feel quite strong to begin with. So rather than pulling the leg down, let it soften open. Let yourself really sink into the earth here. Let's just take 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the right leg. Place it back down. Bring it into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let those legs soften open and just feel into that right side. Feel into the left side. And then when you're ready, keep that right leg where it is. And we start to lift up that left leg. Bring it into your half happy baby. So again, maybe back of the thigh, above the ankle, big toe or outer blade of the foot. And tap into how it feels on this side. And it might be quite different. Again, instead of pushing and forcing the body into a certain space, let yourself relax into it. Let yourself soften. Just take 5 breaths. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, release the left leg. Again, bring it down. Find your Supta Baddha Konasana. And then notice how the legs both feel. The immense power that the postures have when releasing, when shifting and sorting through stuck and stagnant energies in the body. And when you're ready, you can draw the knees to center. Let's just take a full body stretch here, really reach it all out. Inhale, exhale, just hug your right knee into the chest, give it a big squeeze. Hug it in slightly round the side of the rib cage into the shoulder. Left foot just flexing, it's nice and active. Let's just squeeze the right knee in. Take 3 more breaths. Last one. Good. Let's interlace our fingers behind the back of the right thigh. Inhale, flex the right foot, and exhale, lift the heel up to the sky. Just keep the shoulders soft. You can keep a soft bend into that right knee. Just keep extending the heel up and the toes down. And then you might start to walk the hands maybe slightly further up, the leg towards the ankle. You catch hold of maybe the big toe with your peace finger and thumb, keeping the shoulders softening down. Take 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. So you're going to inhale, just start to soften back into that right leg, squeeze it to the chest. Place your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. You're going to flex the right foot and cross ankle on top of the knee. And then maybe stay there, pressing the thigh away, or drill the legs in and interlace fingers behind that left leg. Shoulders soft. And maybe stay in stillness, or maybe there's a little sway of the hip. You might move them in a figure of 8 motion to see if that helps to release. Just really allowing yourself to notice these areas, the areas that feel sticky, that are holding so much. Let's take 5 breaths into them. Last 2. Good. Inhale, release the fingers. Exhale, dropping the legs over towards the left side. So legs as they are, so the outside, the left leg comes down. Right foot to the floor, knee to the sky. Use your left hand against the right thigh and just start to press it away here. The right shoulder can just drop down towards the floor. And just start to breathe into these spaces. 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, draw the legs up to center. You can unravel, hug your knees to your chest, big squeeze. Just roll from side to side. And then let's extend the legs, reach the arms overhead and take a full body stretch. Inhaling. And then exhale, hug your left knee in. Give yourself a big squeeze. Hug it in towards that shoulder. Right foot is active, so we flex those toes to the sky. And let's just squeeze that left knee into the left shoulder. Take 3 more breaths. Last one. Good. Let's interlace our fingers behind that left thigh now, sorry. And inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, lift the heel to the sky. We can just stay with our hands where they are. We could walk the hands up towards the calf. We could hook peace, finger and thumbs around the big toe. Shoulders soft, heel pressing up, toes gently moving down. Take 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. So inhale, releasing the left leg. Exhale, hug the knee to the chest. Place the right foot to the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your left foot and cross ankle on top of the knee. We might stay here, pressing the left leg away, or draw your legs in and interlace your fingers behind that right leg now. Keeping the face soft, the shoulders relaxing. Notice if your hips want to gently move off to one side, draw them back to center. We just notice this side now. Breathe into those spaces that need a little bit of extra care. Let's take 5 breaths. Last two. Good. Inhale, releasing the hands. Exhale, legs as they are. Drop them over to the right side. The outside of the right leg comes down. Left foot to the floor, knee to the sky. You can extend the left arm out and then start to use that right hand against the inside of that left leg and just press it away from you. And just breathe into these spaces. 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. Inhaling. And then exhale to draw the legs up to center. Unravel them. Hug your knees to your chest. Big squeeze. And just a little rock from side to side. Good. Let's bring our legs into full happy baby. Separate the knees. Lift those feet up. And then grabbing hold of wherever feels good. Let your shoulders soften. Let that tailbone lengthen down. Let's just take 3 breaths here. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release. Give those knees a big old squeeze to the chest. And then we're just going to bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. Rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. So a couple of rocks and rolls here. And then eventually you're just going to roll all the way up, placing the feet down onto the floor, and then open those knees out wide. I want you to extend your right leg out, drawing that left foot in. Good. Right foot flexed and active. And just start to bring your fingertips by your hips. We're going to press down. Inhale, let's lengthen up. Exhale, let's lean forwards, and we can just maybe walk those hands out in front of us. And you only go as far as feels good. But we just inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. And again, let's take 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, walk the hands in, lift the torso. Let's start to extend our right leg out. Not right leg, sorry, left leg out as we then draw that right leg in. Left foot flexed and active, and then bring those hands by those hips. Inhale, we extend up. Then exhale, we can start to lean forwards. Maybe those hands walk out in front. Every inhale, create that extension. Every exhale, soften and release. 5 breaths. Last 2. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, walk those hands in, lift the torso. You can draw this left leg in, and then your way into your tabletop position. You can roll over or sweep those legs round. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and soften into your elbows here. Inhale, let's drop the belly, lift the chest and the tailbone. And then exhale, round through the spine, press the earth away, belly draws in. Inhale, drop your belly, open up through the heart space. And exhale to round. Good. One more time. Inhaling, we open. And exhaling to round. Good. Inhale into a lovely flat back. Maybe move those hands slightly further forward. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Let's find downward facing dog. And just really root through your palms and those hips up high. Maybe there's a bend of the knees to help extend through the tailbone. And you start to really press the heels to the earth, so you really bring it into those hamstrings. Let's just take 3 deep breaths here. One more breath. Good. Inhale, soften the knees to lift the gaze. And then exhale, walk your way really gently towards the top of your mat. Soften your knees, catch hold of opposite elbows, and just allow the upper body to dangle. You might have a little sway here from side to side. Let's just take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, releasing the arms, soften those knees. Exhale, just rolling up through the spine, gently and slowly to standing. Shoulders, head up last. Inhale, let's sweep the arms to the sky. And exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. Good, feet together or hip width apart. It's up to you. Inhale, we're going to reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward and fold down, lengthening the spine. Inhaling into a flat back here. Exhaling, hands come down, step that right foot back. Drop down to the back knee and tuck those toes. Let's start to extend through this front leg and flex those left toes to the sky. So just as much as you need to, you can bring your hands on blocks here as well. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Inhale to create length through the spine. Exhale, soften and surrender over this front leg. Good, 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale to rebend into that front knee. You're going to shuffle this left foot over to the left side. Turn those toes off at about a 40-degree angle. You can always sort of scoot that right leg back if you need to. Let's sink forwards and down here. And you could come on, or you could stay on your palms. You could use blocks to come to the forearms, or you could come all the way down. You can always roll to the outer blade of that front foot if you need to. Shine that heart space through. 5 breaths here. Two more. Good. Inhale. Let's maybe come back onto those palms. And then exhale, you're just going to sweep this left leg back, come into a tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the tailbone. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhaling into a flat back. Exhale, child's pose, sink the hips back. Release the forehead. Let your shoulders soften. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, root through your palms. Exhale, ripple to tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And then exhale to round through the spine. Inhaling into a flat back. Maybe those hands move forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Root those palms down, lift those hips, sink those heels to the earth. Let's take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze. Exhale, we can walk our way to the top of the mat. Inhaling into a flat back, chest shines forward. Exhale, soften, fold down. Hook your peace finger and thumbs round your big toes. So bend those knees as much as you need to. Inhale, extend your spine forwards. I can't speak today. And then exhale, elbows draw up to the sides. Pull yourself down. You can bring the weight just slightly forwards into the balls of the feet as you lift those hips up high. Take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine, releasing those hands. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, soften the knees. And then exhale, let's just roll up through the spine, nice and gently and slowly. Shoulders, then head up last. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. Good. Inhale, sweeping the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, diving all the way down. Inhaling into a flat back. Exhale, hands come down and step your left foot back. Drop down to that back knee and tuck those toes. Then we can start to really scoot that those hips up and back as we flex those right toes to the sky. So adjust the foot if you need to and grab yourself any blocks. Squeeze those thighs. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to soften and fold. And just allow that heart space to travel towards the toes. Let's take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, rebend into that front knee. We can start to shuffle that right foot over to the right side and just turn those toes off at an angle. Maybe starting to scoot that left knee back if you need to. We're going to sink forwards and down here. So we might stay on those hands. Maybe we come down onto forearms. Maybe we roll to the outer blade of that front foot. And we just let our heart space really shine through here. So lengthening. And let's take 5 breaths, surrendering. Two more. Good. Inhale, let's come back to those palms. Exhale, let's bring that right leg back. We're in our tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhaling into a flat back. Maybe your hands move forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Nice, really lift up through those hips. 3 breaths. One more. Lovely. Inhale, right leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hips, split the dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. Let's step the foot between the hands. You're going to bump your back leg in so we can straighten out both legs. And the back foot can come completely to the floor. Again, turning off at about a 40-degree angle. Grab blocks if that's helpful. Squeeze the thighs towards each other. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, soften over this front leg. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, we're going to soften into the front knee. Bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, we lift the torso all the way up. And then exhale, leap of faith. Draw that left knee in, finding your balance. Open that left knee to the side. We connect the foot maybe to the calf, maybe to the thigh. Oh, maybe we fall over like me. And eventually, may we find our balance. So engaging the glutes and the core, pressing the legs towards one another. And then maybe we reach the arms to the sky, shoulders soft. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer at the heart. Inhale, we're going to float this left knee up. Exhale, half moon. So sending the left leg back. And as you do that, we slowly, with control, bring the right hand down towards the floor. Maybe we collect a block on the way. And left hand could maybe open that left hip out ever so slightly. And then maybe we reach and extend the left arm to the sky, engaging through that left leg. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, landing into warrior 2. Adjust that stance when you arrive. Sink into the front knee. And just feel your feet really root down to the earth. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, extend through the front leg. You might want to bump the back leg in slightly. Exhale, drawing the hips back. We reach forwards. Then exhale, the right hand drops down as we extend that left arm to the sky. Open through the chest. Really shining that heart space. Take another 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, press lift all the way back up. Inhale, let's turn those right toes in, face the left side. Toes in, heels out, hands to the hips. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades down, lift the chest. Exhale, let's just bow our way forwards. Letting the crown of the head drop down to the earth. You might bring your hands down to blocks or the floor. Inhale, create length. Exhale, soften and release. Weight to the balls of the feet. We feel those hips lift high. Let's take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. And then exhale, walk the hands to the top of the mat. Turn the right toes with you. And then we can step back into our downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you're ready, child's pose. Sink the hips down to the heels. Release the forehead. And then start to walk your hands over to the left side. And then come off your mat. Maybe right hand wants to come on top of the left hand as you breathe into the right side of the body. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, walk the hands through center. Exhale over to the left side. Not the left side, the right side. So we can open through the left side. Maybe left hand wants to come on top of the right. Sink down through those heels. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, walk the hands to center. And then exhale, ripple into your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and the tailbone. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhaling into a flat back. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. Good. Inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hips, split your dog. Inhaling. And then exhale, knee to the nose. Step that foot between the hands. You're going to start to bump this back foot in so we can extend through both of those legs. Back toes off at an angle now. We squeeze the thighs, help to square those hips off. Grab blocks or anything under the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine forwards. Exhale, soften and fold over this front leg. Heart space trying to really move to the big toes. Let's take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, soften into this front knee. You're going to bring your hands into prayer at the heart and then gently start to lift your way up to standing. Good. Inhale, ground through that left leg. Exhale, little leap of faith. We draw the right knee in, finding that balance. And we can open that knee out to the side. Connect the foot to the calf or the thigh. Totally up to you, not near the knee. We try and maybe press the legs into one another, creating that stability, feeling that belly engage. Maybe we float those arms to the sky, shoulders soft. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. Inhale, we float this right knee up. Exhale, half moon. So we send that right leg back. We start to gently, with control, bring the left hand towards the floor. Maybe grab a block on the way. We might use our right hand just to help open that hip out a little bit further. We feel that right leg lifting. And we might float our right arm to the sky. And let's take another 3 breaths. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Take a nice big step back. Land into your warrior 2. And adjust that stance if you need to. Root through those feet. Feel the earth beneath you. 2 more breaths. One more. Inhale. Exhale, we extend through the front leg. Maybe bump that back leg in. Inhale, hips roll back, extend forwards. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches high. Trikonasana. Again, feel the feet root heavy to the earth. Let's take 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, press through the feet. Lift all the way up. Let's turn those left toes in. So we face the right side of the mat. Toes in, heels out, hands to the hips. Inhale, shoulder blades roll down the back, lift the chest. And then exhale, we start to fold forwards. And we can bring those hands to the floor or to blocks. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Drawing the head down. Weight travels to the balls of the feet. 3 breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, we lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Turn the toes with you. Back heel up. Step into a high plank. And just straight into your downward dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Drop to your knees. Sink back. Child's pose. Relax all the way down. Just taking 3 breaths here. And when you're ready, you can inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, walk your hands in, find a kneeling space. Scoot the hips over and bring your legs out in front of you. So we're going to find fire log pose. Let's start by bringing our left shin about parallel to the top edge of the mat, foot flexed. And then we cross our right shin out in front. So we could stay here, or we could start to bring the ankle right on top of the knee and makes it a bit more intense. You might want to sit up on something. This isn't accessible for the body. Just bring it out in front. That's fine. Bring those hands by the hips, press down. Inhale, create length. Exhale, lean forwards. Maybe the hands walk out in front of you. Inhale to extend. Exhale, soften. We just breathe into the hips, breathe into these areas of discomfort. Let your breath just really soothe you and soften rather than straining and fighting it. Embrace it. 5 more breaths. Two more. Good. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, walk the hands in, lift the torso. Unravel the legs. Maybe just send them out long for a second. You can bring your hands behind you and just give them a little shake, a little rock. Releasing that tension. And then when we're ready, let's come into the other side. So this time we'll bring our right shin about parallel to the top edge, flexing the foot. And then the left shin can cross out in front. We might stay here. We might bring the ankle on top of the knee. But again, checking in, this side might feel very different. So honor that, observe it, and maybe move the foot out in front. We bring our hands to those hips. Let's press down. Inhale, create length. Exhale, we lean forwards. And we can bring those hands out in front, perhaps. Inhale, create that extension. Exhale, soften down. Just really allow yourself to be with the sensations. Feel them, embrace them, breathe into them. 5 more breaths. Two more. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Exhale, walk the hands in, lift the torso, unravel your legs. Again, you could extend them out, give them a little shake, a little wriggle. And then making sure there's lots of space behind you, just roll the spine down. And just hug your knees in, give yourself a big old squeeze, a little rock just from side to side. Pause in center, wrap your left leg on top of the right. Bump your right hip over to the middle of the mat. And guide those legs to the right side. And left arm can extend out, palm up. Let that shoulder blade drop down into the earth. Breathe to the belly. Breathe to the lower back. And let's take 5 breaths. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale, draw the legs to center. Unravel, reset those hips. And then let's cross our right leg over the top now. Bump that left hip to the middle, guiding those legs down. And bringing that right arm out to the side. And you let your shoulder blades sink to the earth. Let yourself really just drop down here, focusing on that breath. Let's take 5 more. Last 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the legs to center. Reset your hips, unravel the legs. And hug those knees in. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe a little rock from side to side. When you're ready, let's find our Shavasana. So just let those legs come long. The arms either to the side, palms up, or resting to the body. You can have maybe a cushion underneath the back of the knees, or move your legs into any other space that feels comfortable. Just allow your body to sink down into the earth. Get yourself so nice and comfortable, relaxed. But when you feel ready to really let go here, really drop heavy, let go of the mind and the breath, let your body melt. We can just take a long inhale. Exhale, release. And just allow yourself to enjoy the stillness. Taking a lovely long inhale. And a lovely long exhale. Start to bring breath to the body. Bring prana, bring life force back in to the muscles, the cells, until you feel ready to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe there's a sway of the head. Maybe there's a full body stretch. You can draw the knees in, give yourself the biggest squeeze, little rock, until you feel ready to roll off to the side. Maybe curling up into this little fetal position for a moment. Until you feel ready, keeping the eyes soft or closed, to press into a comfortable seat on your mat. Maybe just bring your hands so you place them on your lowest part of your belly. Just take a few deep breaths into this area. So when we breathe into the belly, we activate our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest system, allowing the whole of us to restore, to come back into alignment, to regenerate, bringing a soft energy into our day, into our mind, into ourself. And there's so much strength in being able to find this softness and being able to surrender to the slow, the nourishing, the wholesome. So when you're ready, breathe in a long inhale into the belly. Exhale, release. Anything at all that you just don't need to take with you. Continue to breathe into the belly, but bring your hands into prayer at the heart. Reconnecting to your intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Carrying it with you for as long as you need it. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you very much, my loves. I hope you have a really restful day wherever you are. And I will see you all soon. Bye.